Objective: to introduce the chemical reactions. Hi students. In this topic, I am going to introduce you to chemical changes and reactions. In our previous classes, you have learnt about physical and chemical changes. Let us quickly recall them. Physical and chemical changes. Take a paper and tear it into small pieces. Do you find any changes in the properties of paper? Here, the size of the paper is reduced to small pieces, no other change has taken place. Hence, it is a physical change. But, if you burn the same paper, it will be reduced to ashes, in which a new change is observed, and hence, this is called a chemical change. Some observations in daily life. If milk is left at room temperature during summers, it will break into fat and water. When an iron nail is left exposed to the humid atmosphere, it will undergo rusting. Grapes get fermented when left for a few days. Raw food material, when cooked, undergoes different types of changes. When food is consumed by a human being, it gets digested in our body. In the respiration process, we inhale oxygen gas and exhale carbon dioxide gas. In all the above situations, the nature and the identity of the initial substance have somewhat changed. They are all called as chemical changes. Whenever a chemical change occurs, we can say that a chemical reaction has taken place. You may perhaps be wondering as to what is actually meant by a chemical reaction. How do we come to know that a chemical reaction has taken place? Let us perform some activities to find the answer to these questions. Activity 1. Clean a magnesium ribbon of about 2 cm length, by rubbing it with sandpaper. Hold it with a pair of tongs. Burn it using a spirit lamp or burner. Collect the ashes hence formed in a watch glass. Caution must be taken, such that while burning the magnesium ribbon keep it as far as possible from your eyes. What do you observe? You must have observed that the magnesium ribbon burns with a dazzling white flame and changes into a white powder. This powder is magnesium oxide. It is formed due to the reaction between magnesium and oxygen present in the air. Activity 2. Take lead nitrate solution in a test tube. Add potassium iodide solution to this. What do you observe? A yellow-colored precipitate is observed at the bottom of the test tube. Activity 3. Take a few zinc granules in a conical flask. Add dilute hydrochloric acid to this flask. Do you observe anything happening around the zinc granules? Touch the conical flask or test tube. Is there any change in its temperature? Yes, the surface of the test tube becomes hot, and a colorless cloud or gas is observed in the test tube. Conclusion: from the previous 3 activities, we can say that any of the following observations are made. Change in the physical state, change in color, evolution of a gas, change in temperature, all these observations confirm that a chemical reaction has taken place. Note: We will study about the various types of chemical reactions and their symbolic representation in the coming modules. Summary: in our daily life, we can observe that nature and identity of some of the substances show some changes. Some of the examples are breaking of milk, rusting of nails, fermentation of grapes, digestion of food and respiration. They are all called as chemical changes. When a chemical reaction takes place, the following observations are made: change in physical state, change in color, evolution of a gas, change in temperature.